Publications Limited, the publishers of Advocate newspapers, has held the second edition of a lecture series themed Between Governance and Politics, the Delicate Balance to Ensure Growth and Development. The event took place on Friday, 25th April 2025 at Wetland Hotels, Ughelli, under the distinguished chairmanship of Olorogu Austin Emaduku, as Professor Abanum Innocent Ifelunini delivered the keynote address doing justice to the topic. Also present was the senator representing Delta Central Senatorial District, Okakuro Idedafinone, who was ably represented by his chief of staff, Chief Adelabu Bojo. The event also featured a session of discussion and interaction with guests and attendees. Speaking to newsman, publisher and CEO of Advocate newspapers, Commercial Shadrach Onisha, hinted on the idea behind the mind-blowing topic and stressing on the need for politicians to focus on governance rather than just political ambition.
Like I stated in my address, over the time, if you check our political environment, we discover that the quest for political positions and retaining those positions have robbed us of effective governance. Look at what is happening in the country today. Both from the presidency to the state governors, they are barely up to 2 years in office. But what do we see? We don't hear policy statements. We don't hear any development agenda. We don't hear anything that pertains to citizenry. All you hear is politics, politics, politics. So where is the place of governance? It is the quest to resolve this issue that we chose this topic. That there should be needs for governance. There should balance governance and politics. Look at what happened in Delta State. The whole political structure, PDP have held Delta State in the past how many years, since 1999. Suddenly, because of the quest to maintain their position, they have jumped ship, because they want, instead of consolidating on performance, they are looking for a way to remain in office. So we want Nigerians to start interrogating this narrative. What is the essence of democracy without delivering of service, if all we get in return is just politicking? So this is what informed this topic. We want to bring it to fore. We want people to engage, and we also want to prick the consciousness of the political class that they should be able to balance governance and politicking, that no one should suffer for others. Delta State today, governance are taking backstage. All we hear is politicking, politicking. The same thing at the federal level. Everybody want to be in Tinubu ship. Nobody is talking about what Tinubu have done well that will warrant us re-electing him. So we want Nigeria to start thinking outside the box, that people should be elected into office not just for the purpose of electing them into office. We should elect people who have capacity, who have interest of the citizenry, that when they come to office, they must deliver their campaign promises.
Other guests who spoke to newsmen also postulated the significance of the event and why the topic is apt following political happenings in the society.
The event of today was well organized and very thoughtful, and the topic was necessary for this time in Nigeria. The topic, governance and politics, and the need to balance them for the progress of society, is topical and very timely. And I want to thank the organizers of this program for deeming it necessary. The Advocates publication, I think they did well. This is the second edition, and it can only improve. But what you see today, the quality of the lecture delivered by the erudite professor, and even the quality of discussants, was top-notch, and I think we had a very intellectually elevating discussion today.
It's very important, because if you look at what is happening at the underdevelopment of this country and even developing nations, you can anchor them more on politics. So at times politicians have to politicize things, especially when I was talking about the political business cycle. They are not interested in long-term development, and for the economy to grow, it has to be a long-term development path where you are not looking at short-term. Even if you want to look at short-term, it's just for the interim, but you have to have a long-term plan that your development plan will have to cascade into. It's very important. So the politics and governance, you can have politics and have also good governance. That's why I was talking about responsible politics and effective governance. Both of them coming together will ensure sustainable development.
Ambassador Pastor Dewo Ughelli is my name. I'm the Executive Director of Value Rebate and Empowerment Initiative. It's a non-governmental organization that believe in a Nigerian society with value-driven institutions and citizens for sustainable peace and development. Yeah, the topic could have come at a better time than now, considering what's even is at play in Delta today. One will even be saying that how come this man knew and fix a program like this when the full Delta State PDP moved just some 48 hours ago, and the program like this is talking about politics and governance, balancing the delicate difference between the two. So it couldn't have come at a better time, and I believe also from the presentation from the guest speaker and of course the panel section that I superintended, the conversation that came out, and even the general section that we had, the comments that came out, they were quite revealing. Something is very out there which we need to take away, which is the citizens' engagement in ensuring that the gap between politics and governance is mitigated, because citizens are so passive, they just do the blame game on government alone. So we have also been able to conscientize them to say that, look, citizens, you have a role to play. Always hold those government people accountable part time. It's not just enough to clap for them when they are not doing what is expected. Please call them, and when they know that you will call them when they are doing what is not right, that will make them sit back and give back to governance in a better way it should be. So but we have said also that, look, after election come governance. So after politics come governance. So they must be able to understand the demarcation between the two, and not being elected after playing politics, then you go into governance, you are turning into politics. We are saying no to that.
My name is Rero Henry Akbos, and this is Rero TV. Thank you for watching.